News coming in, it's the Congress that has won by polls in 2 states. In Tamil Nadu, it is DMK which has won. In Himachal, Chief Minister Sukhvinder's wife has won from Dhera. In West Bengal, TMC is leading in the race in by polls. In the state of West Bengal, it is the TMC, the Trinamool Congress, which is leading the race in by polls. In Himachal, Chief Minister Sukhvinder's wife is leading from Dhera. In Tamil Nadu, it is DMK which has won from the Virkavandi by-poll, where the by-polls were held. It is the Congress party that has won by-elections in 2 states.
देखिए, ये एक ट्रेंड है जो लोकसभा चुनाव से शुरू हुआ और अब आगे बढ़ रहा है। आने वाले जितने भी चुनाव होंगे, लगभग भारतीय जनता पार्टी हारती चली जाएगी। ये हार का एक ट्रेंड शुरू हुआ है। 14 में हमारे लिए शुरू हुआ था, हमने देखा, उसके बाद हम कई चुनाव हारे। अब वही हाल, उससे भी बुरा हाल भारतीय जनता पार्टी का होने वाला है।
My colleagues Asim, Ankit, Shilpa and Aman are now joining me on the story. Asim, coming to you first, in Jalandhar, we are now seeing that the results are out.
Yeah, it was a big win for Aam Aadmi Party. I think it was a much-needed victory, the Jalandhar by-poll, because in the Lok Sabha, they lost a lot of ground. Out of the 13, the Aam Aadmi Party just managed to win 3 seats. But now, by winning the Jalandhar West by-poll, I think Aam Aadmi Party, Carter is all smiles, and even Bhagwant Mann has cemented his position as a Chief Minister, because it was a litmus test for him also. And this is the reason he was camping in Jalandhar for the past 15 days. He was here leading the campaign. Even he had taken a house on rent. But it is a soul searching for the Congress party that won the Lok Sabha seat in Jalandhar, but then now it has slipped at number 3 in this election. So overall, it is a good thing for the Aam Aadmi Party which has happened, because they had lost the momentum. It looked like they had lost the momentum when it came to the Lok Sabha results, but now again they wanted to win this seat. They won this seat by a huge margin of 37,000 votes, and they feel that they have the momentum on their side now, and they are ready for the next 4 by-polls which are slated to come after, as some of the MLAs got chosen as MPs in the recently concluding Lok Sabha elections. So I think Bhagwant Mann is yet again the driver's seat in Punjab, and with this win, he's given a huge message that the people are not getting away from Aam Aadmi Party as it looked in the Lok Sabha. The people have believed in the Aam Aadmi Party, and this is the reason that the candidate has won by a huge margin.
Right, Asim, stay on with me. Coming to you now, Ankit, we are seeing, some kind of flip taking place with the kind of, with the party who has won the by-elections. Can you hear me, Ankit?
Yeah, Aishwarya, I can hear you now.
Ankit, we are seeing how the people have voted, and we are...
Repeat the question.
Right, Ankit, we are seeing how people have voted, and now we are seeing that, the Chief Minister's wife, in fact, has won.
Well, it's in Himachal, but in Uttarakhand, if you're talking about Mangalore seat, Qazi Nizamuddin of the Congress party is leading, and the final round counting is over. And Qazi Nizamuddin, who's the Congress candidate from Mangalore, is leading by 449 seats over BJP. Results are yet to be declared, because the administration is matching the machines vote with the pad one. And the results are yet to be declared, but we can say that Qazi has finally made a mark. In 2022, he had lost the elections by 598 votes to Sarwat Karim, who was fighting on BSP's ticket. Qazi had been a 3-time MLA from 2002 to 2012. He was the MLA from Mangalore seat. While going to Badrinath, Rajendra Bhandari is trailing by 3,500 votes, and Congress is leading over there by 3,571 votes. Lakhpat Singh Bhotola is leading. So we also spoke to the people over there, and they say that it's Rajendra Bhandari versus Rajendra Bhandari contest, because when he was with INC, people were believing him. There was Joshimath issue, there was an issue with the Purohit community of Badrinath temple, and suddenly Rajendra Bhandari made it to the BJP. So it is between Rajendra Bhandari and Rajendra Bhandari. So let's see who's going to make a mark and come as victorious in the last round. 5 rounds are still left. 10 rounds have completed in Badrinath. Aishwarya.
Ankit, stay on with me. We'll now move to Shilpa, who's joining us from Chennai. Shilpa, in Chennai, it is the DMK whose flag is flying high.
Well, that's right, Aishwarya. In fact, the Vikravandi by-elections, the assembly by-elections, as far as the results are concerned, at least 14 rounds of counting has gotten over. And the DMK is leading with a very comfortable majority. DMK's Anur Siva is leading with a very comfortable majority. And we are currently at the DMK headquarters, where Chief Minister and DMK President M.K. Stalin arrived just a short while back. There was a lot of celebration here by the party cadres, because this by-election for the DMK was a big test, especially considering the fact that the government was facing a lot of questions, a lot of criticism over law and order issues. In fact, in the neighbouring district of Kallakurichi, just a couple of days back, we saw 66 persons losing their lives after they consumed illicit liquor. Likewise, in Chennai, the BSP state president Armstrong was murdered a couple of days ago. So a lot of questions were being raised about the law and order situation in Tamil Nadu. The DMK came under massive fire from the opposition parties, and they said these issues will definitely play out in the election. But looking at the results, this is a comfortable victory. The DMK is marching towards a comfortable victory in Vikravandi. In fact, as of round 12, the DMK candidate has garnered 76,693 votes, whereas the PMK candidate has secured around 33,000 votes. So that's a huge difference, and the counting is still underway. If you speak about the politics that played out during this assembly elections, the DMK, of course, campaign seeking votes in the name of the government, saying that, we've done so many welfare measures, we have been giving out a lot of benefits for women, students, etc. But on the other hand, the NDA, which is of course the PMK that has fielded the candidate this time around, they've been talking about caste census, how the internal reservation for the Vaniyar community have not been implemented properly by the DMK government, and also raising issues about the Kallakurichi Hooch tragedy, etc. But the DMK says this is a vindication of their good governance, and that opposition tried to play politics over Kallakurichi Hooch tragedy and the murder of Armstrong's BSP state chief Armstrong. But none of that has worked, is what the DMK says. And coming closely on the heels of the Lok Sabha elections, where the DMK swept the elections, these by-election results also give a lot of reasons for the DMK to cheer.
Right, Shilpa, these results are obviously giving a lot to the DMK to cheer. Moving now to Suryagini, who's joining us from Bengal. Suryagini, the TMC is winning the race. We are seeing a repeat of what we saw in Lok Sabha.
Well, Aishwarya, the 3 seats, there are 4 seats that went into contest, and Maniktala was one that they had won, like the Trinamool had won in 2021 itself. However, the remaining 3 seats, that's Raiganj, Ranaghat Dakshin and Bagda, it was won by the BJP, BJP candidates. Interestingly, all those 3 BJP candidates post 2021's, Trinamool Congress government formation, they joined the Trinamool Congress. However, in 2024, it is interesting that 2 of these candidates from Ranaghat and from Ranaghat Dakshin and from Raiganj rather, they were fielded as Lok Sabha candidates for those particular Lok Sabha seats. They didn't win, so they were repeated once again as MLA candidates for these 2 particular seats. And this is the from 2021. They have, the Trinamool was, looking very much into winning these particular regions. And this is something that has happened. The Trinamool has been able to win these seats, which they wanted to win since 2021. However, they couldn't in that election. But right now, we can see a clean sweep of the Trinamool Congress. They have won 3 seats as of yet. Maniktala, they are leading with a massive margin. The final rounds are being, counted, and in a short while from now, the results will be declared, and we can, clearly say that it's a 4-0 for the Trinamool Congress. So, as we saw, as you mentioned, Aishwarya, that in Lok Sabha also the Trinamool performed well, and that streak continues over here as well. Back to you.
Ankit, Shilpa and Suryagini, thank you so much for joining me on the story.